Hey, it's Councilman Salters,
And Councilman Grove.
and we're here for your council recap for the, what day was yesterday?
The
27. 27.
Yeah.
We're good. Maybe I need to pay attention more to the days. All right, we have a lot to discuss. Big meeting last night. A lot of great things to discuss that are happening in the city of Vincennes. I think most importantly is the budget.
Yeah.
First reading, budget went through. Anything you want to talk about the budget? I know we've talked about it a lot.
We have. I mean, we've kind of beat it all we can, but a lot of planning went into it. Department heads do a great job.
Yeah.
We say that over and over, but can't stress it enough. Without them, we wouldn't be in the position we are. Just went through without a hitch.
Yeah, and the key thing about that too is we started our hearings and meetings at the end of January, and department heads are always looking at that, and the mayor's office starts putting this all together a couple months before. So a lot of work goes into that, and you've got all these different entities working together, and it's because we're all willing to put that work in beforehand. It makes our budget process very easy.
Very quick and easy.
Yeah, so like we had one night of budget hearings with not a lot of issues, and when I first got on, I mean, it'd be 2 to 3 nights.
Yeah, even when I was there, you did 2 or 3 nights, and we gradually went down to just one night.
And I think it's the prep that you put into
Yes.
it. If you put a lot of prep work into it, it makes it a lot easier. So, City of Vincennes is financially sound. We're very excited about that. That's a very good place to be. When you look at surrounding areas, they're not in the position we're in. And that has a lot to do, not just with us, but everybody.
Yes.
Everybody working together to make this a great place to live. And that allows us to do a lot of different things. And we're very excited about those things in the future as well. So that was probably the biggest thing that we discussed. The next thing that we had discussed was a mobile home ordinance.
Yeah, remanufactured homes.
Right, and the key thing to remember is this is for right now. The ordinance goes into place after we pass it at our next meeting. It goes into place now, so if it affected anybody beforehand, those are kind of grandfathered in, and it's what happens there. The key thing about this is to improve the safety of the people that are living in the mobile homes, the mobile home parks, because of certain issues that we have seen. Now, we haven't had a lot of issues, but surrounding areas have seen issues, even in Knox County. Our city inspector, Brad, has taken the lead on this, and I'm pretty sure area plan for the county as a whole is going to follow his lead and go with this ordinance as a whole.
Yeah. It's needed.
It's something that's needed.
Yeah. It's not a lot of change, but it just puts a restriction on how old the motorhome can be. I mean, not motorhome, but mobile home.
Right.
Before it can go on a city lot. Stipulations about how the underpinning is, the stairs.
And this is one of those ordinances that hadn't been updated since the 70s.
Right.
So we do come across these, and you have to make a lot of updates because things have changed since the 70s. So we need to make sure that that was taken care of. So we did that. The next big thing is the mayor discussed a community organizer. I wouldn't say community organizer, a community planner. Or, I don't know what the term is specifically, but if we're designated a specific helping city, then we're going to be eligible for this position. And we had to make sure that we got everything set up last night. The mayor's going to give us a job description soon to be able to discuss it. But the key thing is we had to put this in place if we receive the notification that we are one of these helping city. I think it's helping city or helping initiative, something like that. So the key thing that we want to do is get that in place. It sounds very good. I hope it's successful. Like a community plan,
If
scheduler,
we need it,
something like that.
Good.
Yeah, and that's what we want to do at that point. So the key thing that we want to focus on that is make sure that's available. The key thing that you and I wanted to focus on as well was if this is successful, we need to make sure that it stays in the budget.
Yes.
So that was another big thing. I guess one of the other big things was the golf course investors came and talked to us last night. You want to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, a group, what is there, 15?
15.
About 15 people put their own money invested in the golf course. They made the purchase of the golf course. They had a list of several changes that they're going to implement. They're going to make it a pretty stellar place to play golf, which, man, even if you're not a golfer, the impacts of not having a golf course in the community, it would be a big deal.
Yeah, and the key thing too is it's about we hit that word quality of life. And the thing that you have to remember is quality of life means something different to me, it means something different to you, it means something different to a lot of people. I like to go and lift in a dungy weight room. You guys all know that. Yeah. But that's something that I like to do. Not a lot of people like to do that. Some people like to go play golf. Some like to go to skate at a skate park. Some like to go to Rainbow Beach. Like all these things that you're able to offer and do, it's finding all these different niches, it's finding all these different things and being able to do those things. And that makes our city unique, and that caters to the city as a whole instead of specific groups. The key thing I liked about this is their focus on community outreach. Specifically, they're going to bring all these golf outings back. I think they're down to single digits is where they told us that they were at.
Yeah.
They want to get that number up to the mid to high 20s, maybe even 30s of events that they have there, and not just golf outings, but they want to redo it to where you have, weddings and other festivals and things like that. So it's a community-minded group of people that have put their money in on this investment, and I don't know, I couldn't be more excited that we're going to see improvements there. And they're already working on it.
I love it. I mean, I do golf. My son golfs. But I hear, well, I don't golf. Well, maybe you don't have a kid that plays baseball or soccer or softball, but we still need those entities. So I think it's just we were really nervous that we were going to lose the golf course.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about it. So
and we were even looking at our budget on how do we finance
how do we have a
course.
municipal course, which is never a good thing, but it was a kind of a last ditch effort. But this is going to be a good thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good thing.
The group that's invested in this, they are a group of people that see things through to the end, and I think this is going to be a great thing for the community.
Yep. So those were the real big things that we discussed. Always in our For Good of the Order, one of the key things that I wanted to hit on, and Councilman Rappelette hit on it, was that NDOT, we got that grant for NDOT for $400,000 for Main Street Phase 2 and 3. That's huge. That starts soon, and they're going to get right-of-ways right now. So you'll start seeing things happen right now. We're excited about that. That's going to be a big project. That's going to be a great project for us. Other than that, there is stuff happening all over the city of Vincennes. Fall has started, which means all the fall activities that you'll come to know and love, and they're going to be out and about. Other than that, we will get back to you after our next council meeting, which is October, which after I've said that, I remembered that I forgot to tell the council that we have to meet on a Tuesday because that Monday is Columbus Day, right?
Okay. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to have to get a hold of them and then send out a media release that our meeting has changed. That's my fault.
That just came to you, didn't it?
It just came to me because I forgot to do it. So other than that, we will see you next council meeting.
See you.